All right, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So I am back at home, and thank you so much for all of you that have subscribed in the last 2 or 3 weeks since RAGBRAI, whether I met you at RAGBRAI or whether you came over from Ryan Van Duser's channel. Oh, it's been so cool to see just the subscriber amount continue to go up. I met 1,000 subscribers on this tour in Massillon, Ohio, and now it has since continued to grow to 1,430 something at this point. So thank you very much. This is the recap video from the last tour. I've got a couple things coming up very soon in the near future, but I wanted to get this video out to you. Kirsten, my daughter, and I will be riding. We're going to the beach together by ourselves. Hopefully, as long as weather permits. It's been raining every single day down here in Mobile, Alabama. But as long as weather permits, our goal is to do a Dauphin Island tour, which is an island, a barrier island down here near Mobile, Alabama on the Gulf. And we're going to ride from one end of the island to the other together and just kind of check things out and record a video for you. She wants to be a help the way that Liam was a help for the last tour. Liam did so amazing. I am so proud of him. It was just remarkable to see him do what he was doing. It'll be lifetime memories that we made unforgettable. And so, yeah, the next thing that I'm going to be doing will be the Route 66 tour. That'll start on September 9th. And those of you that are new to the channel, I don't usually save all the videos to my phone and then put them out, a week or two later like I did with RAGBRAI. Usually I post a video every day, every other day, maybe every third day. But I get them all caught up and, keep them going on a daily basis. And so be ready for that tour. I'm going to start it in Los Angeles, Santa Monica, and then kind of go east on Route 66. I'd like to vlog all of Route 66, and I will also want to do the Katy Trail in Missouri. Not quite sure, if winds or whatever will let me get that far, but that is my goal. And then after that, next year is going to be Arkansas, and then the Pacific Coast, and then the final ride will be Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, or North Rim of the Grand Canyon to Monument Valley. And I'm inviting anybody who wants to come along. If you can make it out there, come follow me on the bike, and we're going to film it like the ending of Forrest Gump. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk for a second about the last tour. Some of you have only seen the RAGBRAI videos. Some of you, don't understand the whole 92 days, what was going on out there. And I started in Cincinnati, Ohio, and made a big loop around the Midwest. And it was almost like two separate tours when I look back at it. The first half was a winter, and the second half was a summer that started to get very, very hot. And so the thing that I see, Redeeming Eden, this channel, is not necessarily a vlog of the ministry things that I do while I'm out. I'm riding to build a Christian recovery facility. But on the Florida Chronicles tour, I did not, I got more people in the videos, and I talked about, what we were doing with those people and talking to those people on film. And that's been the one thing that's kind of, always set in my heart as, I don't think that's what God wanted for the YouTube channel. The Florida Chronicles was really kind of a proof of concept tour. I didn't even count it as a state until afterwards on the Atlantic coast. I counted Washington State as the first state, and we're 40 are done now. But when I go back and watch some of those videos or think about those things, it's kind of like when somebody feeds the homeless and they take their picture and show what they're doing. It's so off-putting. And who are you really doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Or are you doing it for other people to say, how cool is this? Or are you doing it for Jesus? And so the actual interactions in ministry that I do, sometimes I'll put a picture up. I know that Nellie in Savannah, Georgia, when she had seen me pass by and then tracked, not tracked me down, but passed by me again later and was like, I've got to pull over and talk to him. That was one of the ministry moments where God was like, you need to put this on the video. But the main thing of this channel is to showcase the goodness of God all across the United States. And he's been it's been incredible. I have been overwhelmed at the outpouring of love from random strangers all around the United States. The Midwest tour started in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the very first night, a lady offered me her house and left her house for me to have her house for the night. Teresa. It was amazing. And then, the very last day of that tour, I was staying in someone's yard in Iowa, because of Tracy Snyder and his wife Michelle. They did so much at the end of the last tour. Really, the whole second half was, I can't even count how much they must have put in, not only in donations, but in hotels and food and renting a van and all that kind of stuff. And I understand Tracy wanted to do RAGBRAI too on his own, but he came as like a giving opportunity, a ministry opportunity for Redeeming Eden, and for me as a friend, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. But, you know, all the way from very beginning to very end, God showed up over and over and over again. I've tried to showcase that in all the videos. And so I was at the beach at Dauphin Island when I got back. I took my kids down to the beach and just sat and really kind of prayed about, how does this video work? How does this recap? The first recap, I'll link that right here. And you can go and actually see like the winter half of this ride and what that was like. Go check out that video. It was amazing. Like, I wasn't even able to talk when I was recording like the intro to it, because it was so overwhelmingly good. And so it, you know, it's definitely worth watching. But yeah, the second half, this recap video, I was just praying about, okay, how do I, you know, what songs do I put in? This is one of the only videos that I do that I use copyrighted music and put music up. And God just kept saying rescue. You know, I'm riding to build a rescue mission. And I went to a rescue mission, and that's where I was saved. That's where Jesus rescued me. I had a totally different life beforehand. And I just looked at all the people who were monumental all the way from Cincinnati to Lansing, Iowa, really Chicago, Illinois, who were just completely monumental in rescuing me. And it was just so beautiful. And so I tried to like think of different songs that had rescue theme to it. So that's what this is going to be. It's just kind of like some video as a thank you for everyone who participated in helping rescue me on this tour. I cannot, like, my rim shattered and was picked up and carried to a place where we stayed, and it was just, you have to go back and watch the videos to understand how radical the rescue has been on this tour. And I even started to think about, like, you know, a little bit, I get messages sometimes from people. I have a friend in Ohiopyle, Pennsylvania, who reached out and said, you know, after I had met them, that they had not drank for a week. And when I walked up and started sharing my testimony, and started sharing like what I was doing, that they put the beer down, and they texted me on this last tour while I was riding and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know, I didn't tell you this then, but I've been a year sober. I'm a year sober. And, you know, they were thankful, and it just got me thinking, I have nothing to do with this. Like, the best analogy I could come up with is like the military, you know, an Air Force or the Navy, like a fighter pilot, you know. Everybody looks at the fighter pilot like Top Gun, Maverick, you know, like, oh man, this, you know, he's so good. But he doesn't exist without, you know, the taxpayers producing the Navy, the people in command in the Navy, people building the planes, you know, the jet itself. Like, he can't say this is my jet. It's the one he flies, but, you know, we own it all collectively together as the United States of America. And so I just looked at it like kind of that. I have nothing to do with it. Even the fighter pilot's knowledge is given to him by people who went before him and showed him how to do it. And that's what it took for me. That's what it took for me. Like, it took people pouring into my life to show me Jesus and how to like go and share and tell and love on people the way that he loves people. Like, it's nothing to do with me. And so I talked to a couple friends. I have just spent some time logging out of Facebook, and it's been good. It's been good to be back home and kind of get my wheels back under me. And it's rained every single day. There has been no bike riding. So if you're following me on Strava, there's nothing. There are no posts. But yeah, like, it's just been good to kind of disconnect. With all that being said, you know, Redeeming Eden, this is just like a channel to show you the goodness of God and showing up to build a rehab. It's just been a vlog, a chronicle of someone's journey trying to build a rescue mission. And so with that in mind, the second half of the journey, from the wheel blowing out to being picked up to being taken to Gillette to having Wayne and Betsy take us to Mount Rushmore after the road was closed, to having Renee pick us up and take us from Rapid City to Scenic, and then have Tracy and Michelle show up, and so many more people. Like, I cannot explain to you how many people. You really have to go back and watch the video, and even then, I'm only able, usually my videos are about 20 minutes long, I'm only able to hit the highlights. There's so much more going on in a day that I don't even get to talk about or share. But yeah, it's just so good. So without further ado, here is the slideshow recap of the second half of Ride to RAGBRAI 2022. Thank you so much, everybody, again, that has helped to keep the wheels rolling. And thank you again, Courtney Crowder and Brian Kaufman with the Des Moines Register and USA Today, for all of the work that you guys are doing in putting together the RAGBRAI documentary video, which will be released before RAGBRAI next year. Thank you for letting Redeeming Eden be a part of it. So here is the slideshow. I love you guys. I'll see you later.
Every time I try to make it on my own, every time I try to stand, start to fall. And all those lonely roads that I've traveled on, there was Jesus. When the life I built came crashing to the ground, when the friends I had were nowhere to be found, I couldn't see it then, but I can see it now. Well, there was Jesus. In the way, in the searching, in the healing, in the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been or where I'm going, even when I didn't know it or couldn't see it, there was Jesus. For this man who needs a major kind of forgiveness and a price I couldn't pay. I'm not perfect, so I thank God every day. Well, there was Jesus.
There was Jesus.
In the way, in the searching, in the healing, in the hurting, like a blessing buried in broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been or where I'm going, even when I didn't know it, I couldn't see it. There was Jesus on the mountain, in the valleys,
There was Jesus.
in the shadows of the alleys,
There was Jesus.
in the fire, in the floods,
There was Jesus.
always is and always was. No, I never walk alone. You're always there. In the way, in the searching, in the healing, in the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been and where I'm going, even when I didn't know it, I couldn't see it, but there was Jesus. There was Jesus.
There was Jesus. There was Jesus.
I know you're tired, I see it in your eyes. All that anxiety that rules your mind. I'll be your shield when you don't feel like you've got strength enough to fight. I'll stand by your side. I will carry you through your darkest night when you're terrified. I will carry you when the waters rise, when your hope runs dry. I will carry you. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You don't have to hide the parts of you that ache. I choose you as you are 1,000,000 times, 'cause I am not ashamed of you. I won't walk away from you. I will carry you through your darkest night when you're terrified. I will carry you when the waters rise, when your hope runs dry. I will carry you up and over the mountains, valley deep as the ocean. When you can't keep going, I will shoulder your burdens. Up and over the mountains, valley deep as the ocean. When you can't keep going, I will shoulder your burdens. I will carry you through your darkest night when you're terrified. I will carry you when the waters rise, when your hope runs dry. I will carry you.
Weary traveler, beat down from the storms that you have weathered. Feels like this road just might go on forever. Carry on, you keep on giving, but every day this world just keeps on taking. Your tired heart is on the edge of breaking. Carry on, weary traveler, restless soul. You were never meant to walk this road alone. It'll all be worth it, so just hold on. You won't be weary long. No more searching. Heaven's healing's gonna find where all the hurt is. When Jesus calls, we'll lay down all our heavy burdens. Carry on, oh, weary traveler, restless soul. You were never meant to walk this road alone. It'll all be worth it, so just hold on. Weary traveler, you You won't be weary long. You won't be weary long. Someday soon we're gonna make it home. 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 Gonna make it home. Weary traveler, restless soul, you were never meant to walk this road alone. It'll all be worth it. So just hold on. Weary traveler, you won't be weary long. Weary traveler, you won't be weary long. Weary traveler, you won't be weary long. Oh, I have days to lose the fight. Try my best, but just don't get it right. Where I talk a talk that I don't walk and miss the moments right before my eyes. Somebody with a hurt that I could have helped. Somebody with a hand that I could have held. When I just can't see past myself, Lord, help me be a little more like mercy, a little more like grace, a little more like kindness, goodness, love and faith, a little more like patience, a little more like peace, a little more like Jesus, a little less like me. Yeah, there's no denying I have changed. I've been set from who I used to be. But even at my best, I must confess I still need help to see the way you see. Somebody with a hurt that I could have helped. Somebody with a hand that I could have held. When I just can't see past myself, Lord, help me be a little more like mercy, a little more like grace, a little more like kindness, goodness, love and faith, a little more like patience, a little more like peace, a little more like Jesus, a little less like me. Oh, I wanna feed the beggar on the street. Love to be your hands and feet. Freely give what I receive. Lord, help me be. I wanna put you first above all else. Love my neighbor as myself. In the moments no one sees. Lord, help me be. One, two. A little more like mercy, a little more like grace, a little more like kindness and goodness, love and faith, a little more like patience, a little more like peace, a little more like Jesus, oh, a little less like me, a little more like living everything I preach, a little more like Jesus, a little less like me.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. I hear the whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper you have nothing left. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. Oh, I will rescue you.
What you think about that, buddy?
I mean, it's not underground, but it's in the shack.
Yeah. Sure makes walking a lot easier, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Having to walk from town to town in Chicago,
Cool stuff.
it's cool.
All right, buddy, what are we doing? Centennial Wheel at Navy Pier. Apparently, we're going to go pretty high up in the air on this.
It still goes up.
It's pretty neat looking this way. Let me flip it. We are looking way out
You
down
can
the
see
coast.
where you can see where the coast curves.
Yeah, the lake here. Yeah, there you go. Even farther. Zoom in even farther. It's crazy how far we can see how big this lake is. It's massive. We're getting pretty high up. There's the city with the sun setting on it.
That's not safe. It's right.
It's setting.
It's still very hot.
It is.
We still have like 3 hours left of daylight.
2. 1.5.
Hey,
We're above the seagulls. Look. See if I can get one again. Oh, even higher.
uh-oh. We're gonna get stuck
We will. Here's your panorama of the lake.
That's so big.
It's gargantuan. Giant Ferris wheel, giant lake, big city. Alright, so we came up here to Willis Tower. And we're on the ledge, which is literally nothing between us and the cityscape down there. I think it's really neat. There's a barge down here on the river, way down. Just craziness, and you can see everything for so far. This is actually higher than the Empire State Building was when I went there, when I was in New York. See the river here. Just absolutely phenomenal how high up we are, and the fact that we're just like standing over the city. It's really weird. What do you think, buddy? Super high up. Alright, so we made it here onto Amtrak. We're in car 5900, room E. We got a bed up here we're going to flip down. This one turns into a bed. Liam, you rode your bicycle from Cody, Wyoming to get to this train ride. What do you think, bud?
I did so much that I did not think I could do.
You did a lot that I'm amazed. I'm amazed, buddy. You did amazing. I'm super proud of you. Well done. Welcome to your train ride home. You ready for school this year?
I'm not.
You spent your whole entire summer on the road. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. Yeah, so we'll probably have more video and stuff to come of what all's in here.
Right
Yeah,
now we're
us
stopped.
moving. We're just sitting here at the station. But yeah, it's got a sink. It's got a toilet and shower, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. So pretty neat. Pretty neat. I'm happy with it. You happy with it?
It's higher than first class, so.
Hey, look, I'm over there in the mirror. All right. So for now, we love you guys. We'll see you later. There's the city.
What's that big thing?
Either a bridge that's lifted up. It looks like a bridge that's lifted up.
It is. Why is it lifted up?
Look at the city at night, buddy. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
Hey, little buddy. Where are you going? Yeah? You just checking things out? There's my sweet pea. Oh my goodness. Oh, missed you. Have you missed us?
Yes.
We missed you too.
Why wouldn't you answer when I was calling you?
Well, we had no service. All right, we are back home. Happy family. Although Clark never gave me a hug. I have to get him back for that. All right, time to go home. Love you guys. See you later. But I'm excited. I hope you are too. If you're just like, if it's day 65 and you've just come back to day 1, watch it all the way through. See what God does, see how he shows up, see how he provides.
1, 2, 3. A little more like mercy, a little more like grace, a little more like kindness and goodness, love and faith, a little more like patience, a little more like peace, a little more like Jesus, oh, and less like me, a little more like living everything I preach, a little more like Jesus, a little less like me.